Thank y'all so much coming out. Appreciate it. Y'all already know me, man. Y'all already know me. Alright, so I'm gonna dive right into it. Let me get my mic out real quick. Alright. Cool. So, some of y'all, I did this last semester too. And last time I had my bit memorized for the event. But unfortunately this time I didn't have enough time to give a shit, so mine's not memorized. Nah, but diving right into it, I had this thought the other day. Like, what if everything in life had a 5-star rating system? Like, kind of like that one Black Mirror episode. Anybody watch Black Mirror, That one episode, but like, less gentrification, I don't fuck with that. Like, if you could rate anything, how would that work? And so I had a bunch of random people. By random people, I mean me. Just rate everyday things. Just like the moon. Like, the moon is beautiful, but it's also the reason we have werewolves. So the reviews for that would probably say like 4.5 stars, man. Werewolves are douches. Like, don't talk to them. Like, I'm very racist. Towards old people, I make an exception for my grandma. She's one of the good ones. The rest need to be in jail, like, for public safety. And a lot of them are. They just don't call it jail. They call it like a nursing home. It's the same thing. Speaking of which, I used to work at a nursing home actually, and it was fun while it lasted. I got like 4 of them over the time I was there. You just, I got the strategy. You just gotta find one that's like on their way out, and then you gotta befriend them and like slowly add lead to the equation. You feel me? And they might say like, "What are you doing?" And I'll say, "I'm your son. Don't worry. Hey, you gotta be careful though. Because if the workers see you, they might do something weird, like scream, "This guy's got a gun," or something strange like that. I don't know. Nursing home reviews say 4 stars and 4 life savings. We up, people. We up. I think I don't like old people because I don't want to grow old. Like, I'm 19. Like, I turned 20 in 2 weeks. So this is my last kind of teenage era right here. Like, I'm about to be halfway to 40, and that's crazy, man. That's crazy. And I feel like the older you get, the less people respect you. Like, I was working this job. I was at Chuck E. Cheese yesterday. And I wasn't really there for a party or nothing. I was just working. And people kept giving me like weird looks. Like, and I didn't appreciate that because I was doing the public service at the time. I was cleaning balls in the ball pit. And one of the workers came up to me. He's like, "Sir, you can't do that here." And I'm like, "I'm almost done with these 2. And he's like, "Sir, I need to ask you to leave right now." So I was like, "Okay." And so I packed up my trimmers and I left. But after I left, man, I had to make, like, I wanted my business to keep going, so I had to make a business decision. And I decided I go to the place with the most big ball activity on earth, your mother's house. Man, I pulled up in there, you would have thought she was hosting March Madness, man. Golly. Nah. Man, it was more balls flying than the Topgolf up in there, man. I'm telling you. Man, you could have started a chicken farm with all them cocks. That's all I'm saying. Nah, your mom's house, reviews say 5 holes. Stars, sorry. Man. Hey, more like 5 porn stars, am I right? Yeah. So fucking stupid, man. But y'all ever think about like running for president?
Yeah.
That shit's so dumb. Like me personally, I'd rather walk. No, man. Shout out to my man Thomas. Thomas type of joke right there. But nah, I couldn't run for president because I'm actually anti-government because I don't like Roman architecture. I don't fuck with it. But I actually do have a plan to improve the government, you know. And I feel like I know what the root of our government's problem is, okay? I'm not racist, but the reason the government is bad is because of all these stupid, dangerous, uneducated, genetically inferior old people in office. So I think we need a new proofing process. I have this plan. It's called the stairs test, okay? It's very simple. Very simple. In order to continue serving in the United States government, you need to survive falling down a flight of stairs. And I feel like all the younger ones, they'll be fine, you know, walk that shit off, put that shit out, they'll be good. But the older people, they get obliterated. Because I will be there at the bottom of the first flight to push them down the second flight of stairs. Nah, that's crazy though, man. Some Congress members look like they have the immune system of a medieval child. Like how you making laws for me when you look like a McDonald's Sprite would kill you? How does that make any sort of sense? Man, nah. The government reviews say there's a bipartisan 0 stars. So unfortunate, so unfortunate. Man, that's all I have for you. And oh, the reviews for the stand-up just came in. Which I look at that. 5 stars.
Aw.
Sorry.
Only 18 seconds, but no.
Sorry.
It's a long time.
Hi, my name's Caroline. You just heard me talk. Usually at stand-up, I talk about my experiences working in a hospital, but I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about me, and that actually starts with how I got into my job at the hospital of wiping people's butts. So it's 2005. I'm 3 years old. I'm still not potty trained, and my mom tells me, I'm no longer changing your diaper. You can either do it yourself or pee in the potty. I said, fuck you, I'm doing it myself. So I changed my own diapers for an entire year, which it really set me up for an amazing job in my profession because you give me an old person and lickety-split, they are clean. My actual first memory was when my mom told me she's no longer buying diapers. I think I was 4, and she said, I'm no longer buying diapers, you need to be potty trained. I threw a big temper tantrum. Did not like that. And then, sorry, I also didn't have mine memorized even. Oh yeah, so basically I was a weird kid. Another way to kind of show that was, does anyone remember their childhood crush or like someone they wanted to be when they grew up? Can someone like shout out a name?
SpongeBob.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. So that's a great one if you're not a Taylor Swift fan. But mine was Steve Urkel, the little African-American boy from Family Matters who was really nerdy. I would actually at least once a week find my dad's like high-waisted pants and put them on. I'd find a shirt and I'd tuck the shirt all the way in. My dad also had red suspenders. I would put those on. I'd get a cardigan. And I would take my mom's glasses and I would do the whole thing very frequently. And really, with the one minor issue of skin color, I embodied Steve Urkel. My mom actually, the obsession was so like big. My parents almost got me an accordion for my birthday, which if you're a real fan, you know Urkel plays an accordion. And they didn't get that for me, and now I'm kind of thankful because I do think if I had got that for my 10th birthday, I would be a completely different person. I mean, I think I would still be in comedy improv, but I think I'd have some more serious, severe social deficits, more than I already do. But yeah, and then more stuff about me is I have IBS-C, which is chronic constipation. And my mom has, and my mom has cancer, which, I know one of them sounds a bit more severe than the other, but I am doing okay. I take Miralax every day, I'm doing fine. But the way those two come together is back in June 2021, my mom found out she had cancer. And I was on day 9 or 10 without pooping. And I was at work, I worked in the kitchen, and I was like making sandwiches, like hunched, I could not stand up straight. I was hunched over, just like in agonizing pain. And I call my doctor and she's like, so you need to do this thing called a suppository. Anyone know what that is? Yeah. I did not. It's like this little thing of wax you shove up your asshole and then it like melts and then you can poop. So I made my mom go pick me up a pack of suppositories because I was not going to be caught dead in my hometown CVS buying those. And I got home from work and she laid everything out in the bathroom. And I go in there and I put on some latex gloves just to prevent any contamination, put the thing up my butt, and then the box says, you're not allowed to poop for 15 minutes. So I go to my bed, I lay down horizontally to like combat gravity. And my mom comes in. I couldn't even scroll on my phone because I was really worried if I got distracted, I would just shit the bed. So I'm just laying there, just thinking about keeping my asshole clenched, and my mom comes in. She's like, I have cancer. My mouth goes, my asshole goes. And that was all that was said. And then my mom goes, okay, I'm gonna go downstairs and tell Dad and Anna. And I go, well, like, I feel like I have to come. I have questions to ask. So I waddle downstairs. And my mom had got there way before me because I took my time. And I get there, and my mom is trying to tell my sister and my dad. And, like, they have questions. But my mom simply, like, I like to provide comedic relief in sad situations. In this, I was not trying, but my mom could not stop laughing at the fact that I was standing in our doorway like this, just trying to listen to my mom. And then I keep checking my watch, waiting for that 15-minute hand to strike, and the second it did, I waddled away in a walk that could only be represented as a Steve Urkel walk. And that's me. So.
That is Lana Del Rey, Summertime Sadness. Does anybody else's mom have a Groupon problem? Shout out to my mom. Mom, you should be raising your hand. Yeah. Yeah, my mom used to have a really bad Groupon problem. She was very unlike George W. Bush in that aspect, in that she would leave a child behind. 50% off of a wine tasting, she's dropping me off at a saw trap. That lady does not care. Actually, a lot of my childhood was based off of Yelp reviews and Groupon coupons. I swear. Like, every single summer experience. Basketball camp. Zion Williamson was my basketball coach. Yeah. Yeah, while y'all are dick riding, I'm actually hooping. I met Cam Newton at the football camp that she signed me up for. I didn't know who that guy was either. So it was really embarrassing for the 90 other boys who wanted to meet him, but I was just first in line when I was getting Gatorade early. My mom signed me up for a horse riding camp, and I fell off the horse 2 days in because I accidentally made it gallop. We were supposed to trot. I don't know how I'm a horse whisperer, guys. What else was there? Yeah, no, there was just a lot of other traumatic experiences in the summer that I blocked out. My mom also, Groupon schools, I'm pretty sure. For all of my elementary school experience. the first elementary school I went to, I'm pretty sure I had to leave because poison control got called. I remember it's because we were in recorder class, and that's the thing, because it was a Montessori school. We were in recorder class, and my teacher subbed me out. I was supposed to be first chair, but this bitch, Rebecca, was just a little better, and she had a purple recorder, so she got to be in the front. And I thought to myself, if I killed myself right now, everybody would be really sad. So I pray to God to die. Next thing you know, I think I'm eating peanut butter and jelly, the jelly off the side of my paper bag. No, that's actually a poison berry. And I had to alert authorities immediately. Yeah, poison control was called, the principal was called. He was like, yeah, I ate wheat too when I was young. Nobody gives a fuck. Like, wheat, I eat that every single day in my cereal. Like, nobody gives a So I changed schools because nobody got me there. The other school was actually even worse, okay? One time this girl came into school with blue contacts on, and she claimed that a fairy turned her eyes blue. No, but I was about to clog her tea because I knew that there was no way. Did you get LASIX? Were you watching Subliminals? There was no way. So, no, I think she got so sick of me that she finally ripped out her contact from her eye and tried to forcefully push it into mine. True story, like, guys, it's fine, I'm over it. It's not like I wrote a college essay about it. No, that was serious stuff. Also, I brought in a parfait once to school. I usually brought in parfaits because I was that bitch, like, strawberry, key lime, chocolate chip, like, I always had it on deck. But this one day I brought in Oreo. I don't know, guys. If you ever need to lure a child anywhere, get a pack of Oreos. They'll go crazy for you. But, gosh, let me set the scene. We were in the cafeteria. 2 girls were sitting right next to me. They're very, like, upper middle class white lady. And they're eating their little Cheez-Its and ham sandwich. I pop up this parfait on the table. Their eyes dart. They stick their hands inside of the parfait and start scooping it out with their bare hands in front of me. It was like a Renaissance painting. It was so beautiful. I also wrote a college essay about it. Seriously. I don't know if this is even funny. Like, I think I'm just like saying things that are traumatic and hoping something is happy about it. The one good thing about that school is that my principal was really nice. Like, she was super cool. She was the only one who would talk to me because I was a piece of shit. I was so annoying. But she would like come to recess and she'd sit next to me and be like, hey, what's up? And we just talk. So she was the only person I really missed when I went to middle school. But now I lay in bed very happy at night because every single time I think about her, I remember I can look up her mugshot because she was arrested a year later for assault and battery. That's all.
I was counting up an M on a private flight. What's up, y'all? It's been a weird time for me. Y'all like jokes? Yeah. I'll see what I can do. So this just happened actually, and this is like, just something that like, this is perfect actually. Sometimes like, I needed an opener for my set, and this just happened before the show. I was out there like going to the bathroom that's right outside the hall. And I had to go like use a stall. So like the first stall was occupied, but as I was like going to the second stall, because the first one was full, like the guy came out of the first stall, and he opened, I could like see him like getting up as he was opening the door. He was like, "What's up?" I was like, this is good. That's just God at work. I knew this was going to set. I knew it was going to set. So I was on Facebook Marketplace, looking for love. No, I didn't get Facebook or Instagram till like summer of 2020, I was like just like technologically just challenged, so I never really was like locked in that way. So I never had anything like that. So I wasn't like on, you know, the book, like I wasn't poking shit, I wasn't on the farm, whatever. And like realizing now, I'm like noticing all these dualities. It's like creepy. It just throw me off slightly. It just throw me off slightly. So I'm like thinking about the difference between Instagram girls and Facebook girls, right? So like Instagram girls will post like a 2-day trip they took to Myrtle Beach 3 summers ago, like take me back, you know? And then Facebook girls are like, 3 months sober. I'm proud of you, Courtney. One day at a time. But it was weird just like being on social media, because like all like the gamification process of just like, you know, intimacy and everything like that. Because I was late to that, which I know, like, everyone picked their jaw up off the floor for that. Like, David, no fucking, what hope is there for any of us? Sorry, stuff. So like, I went to, love has not been my strong suit. I went to an alternative school, and I like looked at all like the kids that, like they were all experienced really young, and so like I looked at the kids that had already done it, like they were like astronauts almost. I was like, how do you even like so brave? You know what I mean? Like how do you like stand up? You sit down. How do you know? But like I remember like I would be in like 10th grade. I had this like girl that I was like seeing, and like, you know, I'd be like, yeah, me and Hannah just like, we were up in a room, we just like made out all night, and then like all the seniors would be like, but you ain't getting no pussy, you know? I'm like, I'm 14. My shit ain't even all the way there yet. I want my shit to get its real potential before I use it, is what I'm saying. Is my point of what I'm saying. Like ask me for a membership. Like I remember like that was like the thing we did, like we would go out, me and Hannah, we like Soulja Boy Kiss Me Through the Phone, like play, which is like, y'all remember that song? You know you are ugly as hell, you kissing someone through, you waiting for the on the other end of the phone? Like, I ain't hanging up to like get my kiss, you know? Going back to like just like being in alternative school, I was there for 3.5 years, and it was like, I think about everything being introduced to me way younger than what should have been legal, you know? I was like cast away. I was at like Logan Middle School, I think was the name, and I was there for 1 year. And we had like a military, like a former military principal. He was like shaved head, like fucking brick house, like fucking like former Marine, I think, and he just like did not care for my whimsical spirit. Yeah, he fucking like dragged me by the scruff of my neck to the field house and execute me. And, he like stamped the F on my forehead. He's like, you failed all of middle school. Y'all remember permanent record rule? That was some shit to worry about. Like we thought that would like really affect, like that was, I was scared straight permanent record. I was like, you're at a job interview for fucking like Exxon or something. They're like, is it true in 7th grade you called Miss Hatcherson a bitch? I'm like, I plead the fifth. I don't know, it was weird, man, just being on the alternative school. I'm kind of like going off track now. I'm like, sorry, I don't have any material. I was in alternative school I was just like a smart mouth. Like I didn't go to, like I would skip classes, like y'all know me. So I was just like, that's why I was there. So, but all these other kids were like throwing desks at teachers and shit. You know what I mean? Like they like I didn't belong there. Like it was like completely excessive me being like I was in alternative school. And we got metal detected and shit like before we walked in. And that's like completely like excessive, like I said, that's like putting Martha Stewart in a prison with arsonists, like, or putting like O.J. Simpson in a prison with murderers. And I remember, I have like a whole story, but I'm like getting conscious of how much time. I feel bad for stink bugs, man. That's their name. Like, do you ever think of stink bugs like, man, like I got other qualities. I'm also a good cook, you know. Like, I cook a mean stir fry with a chef bug, you know. Like, you forget to shower before bed one night, you wake up late to work one time, and now, like, you're fucking your entire species. I guess I'm just, what you call an empath. So, last joke. Okay. So, I just think about me navigating, life's been not great. Y'all are, life, right? How it's like, it's shit wall to wall, and it's like it only ends in disappointment. And everyone's like kind of laughing now, but they're kind of like, and it's like I think about it because I have to be just like cognizant, aware, I'm like outside of myself and just think like, I'm a white man. I'm a tall white man. That was the cards I was dealt. And I'm like, and everything's awful still. I just want to talk to, I didn't sign up for this. You know what I mean? I didn't sign up for everything. I'm a tall white man in America. I was promised good credit scores and threesomes my whole life. That's what was owed to me. It's awful. I don't have any more material, guys. Let's go.
This is my Mini. He's not at all related to my set, but I made him a matching outfit, so I figured he would come up here with me. Ironically, I don't have my phone on me because most of the set centers on the fact that I am severely addicted to my phone. I was good for a minute and I got off of it because one day, first thing I do when I wake up, I check my phone. I don't turn off my alarm. I'm checking my phone to see what notifications I got in my sleep. And there's always plenty because I have 3 Finstas and I like my own shit on my other accounts, so I always get at least one like. But that morning I turned over and I swiped down and I cut my finger. What the hell? What? And it's because I cracked my phone. I ran over my phone. That's my bad. Hence why I don't have it on me right now. But that's okay because I wrote everything down. So I cut my finger pretty bad. And normally I would just ignore it and go to bed, go back to sleep. But it was bleeding so bad I actually had to get up and deal with it. So I put a Band-Aid on it, I open up my laptop, and I sign up for the Neuralink. Because this wouldn't have happened if the computer was in my brain. And I know the monkeys, it's still in monkey development, but I promise, you put me in there, and I'll make it work. I'm built different. And so I had gotten my screen time down to a whopping 8 hours a day, which is great. It was great for me. I was clocking hours. I was clocking in to my phone. But then Stacy got me addicted to Heyday, so this is her fault, and I doubled my screen time. I checked last time, and it was 13 hours, and yeah, no, it's good. Guys, my farm's doing really well. Because I don't have my phone, I have to check it on my iPad now, which is just, imagine something twice the size of this, and I'm swiping in the middle of a conversation. What the hell? But when I get the Neuralink, y'all won't know. I'm not going to tell anyone, but you're going to see me in a conversation. That's me collecting eggs. That's me planting wheat. But I would love to be chill about the way I play an online game. Unfortunately, I've never been chill about anything in my life. So now I wake up, not every day, guys, don't be crazy, every other day at 3 in the morning, just to replant some chili crops. They take 4 hours to grow, and I want to wake up to something good. Okay? But in reality, I know that if I ever wanted to actually work on a farm, I could never do it. I'm not built for that kind of lifestyle. When things, y'all know the saying, when the going gets tough, the tough go home and take a nap. Maybe the tough get back to it tomorrow. But for now, I'm going back to bed. And so I know that if I worked on a farm, it would feel like Heyday for the first week. And then I'd be like, damn, this wheat takes a while to grow. It's also why I could not survive an apocalypse. I think any kind of hardship, and I'm just my knees are fucked. I'm going down. If there are zombies, I don't feel like running. No, please don't do this. No. If the internet goes out, I'm going back to bed, and someone can wake me up if the internet gets put back in place. If there's a nuclear disaster, I will stick around. I actually will stick around, just to see if I get superpowers. And if nothing happens, then I'm also dying. But all that's gonna change once I build my bunker. So I'm gonna y'all are getting in on the ground floor of this, because I've started saving, not money, no, very far away from getting enough money to build a bunker, but things. I'm like, you know what we're gonna need in this bunker? A VHS copy of Men in Black. Cruella, or 101 Dalmatians on VHS, and Ricky Martin on CD. And y'all are gonna be appreciative of it, because when the internet goes down, when everything's out, I'm gonna have earbuds on DVD. But I've kind of shifted my mindset. I've been in therapy for like 3 years, and something's finally clicked. So instead of considering myself a hoarder who can't get rid of things, I'm now an archivist, a collector for the eventual end of the world. These things will be vital to the survival of the human race. These are our archives, our records. And, you know, like, you might be saying, oh, God, he's planning ahead, he's planning so well. No, I can't use any of it. It's trash. I'll admit, it's just trash. My dog tore up a book. I think he's trying to read. I think he's learning how to read. Because this is like the 5th book he's torn up. And rather than throw it away, I saved it in a plastic bag. Because I was like, guys, this might come in handy. I'm thinking ahead. And when we're all in the bunker and y'all want to read Percy Jackson, you might have to reorder the pages yourself. But they're in that bag. They're there whenever you want them. But I promise, like, I'm a kind and generous person. Anyone is welcome to come in my bunker. You'll get a standard issue jumpsuit. Your name will be on it. You just have to sign up for my heyday. So if we can put that up here. If you join my farm, if you join my farm, you guys are welcome to come into the bunker. So that's my set.
Since no one else is going to mention it, that doll is one of the scariest things I've ever seen.
Yes.
Yet also incredibly impressive.
Thank you.
I know. Next.
Hello. I feel like I'm about to give you a fire slam poetry session. So I'm gonna be honest. I wrote this maybe last night, and I didn't realize I was doing this until maybe 5 minutes ago. But here I am. I hope you enjoyed my walkout song. It is actually a dude from my hometown. He makes so much music. He's also a porn star. Yeah. Seeing your childhood peer's dick is quite an experience. As Stephen would say, 1.5 star rating. The 0.5 is because it is a very large dick. Yeah. So my mom tracks my credit card and saw a monthly subscription for OnlyFans. I didn't really have the heart to tell her that it's because the free trial for my porn star best friend isn't actually a free trial. Yeah. Like, it's bad enough to say, yeah, I have OnlyFans. It's even worse to say, yeah, it's a male OnlyFans. I'm sub to a male. I'm straight. I promise, Mom, I'm straight. But yeah, I am sub to this guy's OnlyFans. But have you heard his music? So anyways, I am a huge fan of music. Like at all times, you'll see me listening to some kind of song. I was supposed to have an AirPod in, so just pretend that you see an AirPod in. I'm listening to all. Thank you. Oh, what was that? Oh, sorry. I was so stupid. I was listening to All Too Well 10-minute version. Yeah, I just had to make sure I got my timing right. That's a crazy song, though. It just keeps going. It's going. I also have a shit ton of playlists. Because you never know when you're going to need to have a playlist for an exact emotion. That's where I come in. I make one for everything. They usually have like 3 songs on them. For example, God, this is rough. I have a playlist for when I need to feel like Mario and Luigi. It's the Mamma Mia soundtrack. Oh Lord, yeah, that hurt me. Or my playlist for when I think my gerbil might feel a little sad. Just for the record, I don't have a gerbil. And then the playlist I listen to arguably the least, my sex playlist. Yeah, I call it Amnesia. No, it's really good, I promise. It's cause like, my thought is, I'm so great in bed that they question who they are afterwards, you know? Like, this was a life-changing experience. And it is. Just in the wrong way, because they usually end up questioning their sexuality. Yeah, it's actually kind of depressing. I want to take a quick vote. Just on one hand, just for my personal, just use one hand. How many people do you think I was their coming out moment? Close. Surprise. That hurts a little bit. That hurts. Yeah, if I had a nickel for every time I made someone question their sexuality, I would have enough money to get through school. Yeah, this is no joke. It was 4 times. Yeah, number 1, I was like, that's a strange thing to happen. Sure hope that doesn't happen again. Number 2 was, wow, pretty weird that happened twice. Number 4 just hit me with the, I think I might be the problem. I like to think that I'm just like such a good boyfriend that no one can find anything better. I am the peak of all male. So they just give up and go to women. I'd say the accurate answer is that I just have a type for women that need the courage to come out of the closet. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Some of my friends start calling me the dog, as in Courage the dog. Yeah, I am Courage. I'm the modern day equivalent of conversion therapy. Instead of actual trauma, though, it's just 30 seconds of bliss. Yeah, are you starting to see why they start questioning? It's gotten to the point that priests fear me dating their daughter more than the crazy guy that hangs out on the I-85. Yeah, I guess it's true. It's what I always feared. I am a player. It's just for the wrong team. No, the wild thing is what happened with date number 3. It was a Tinder date. We went on a few dates, and I really liked this girl. Sadly, things just didn't work out. I see her one day when I'm swiping, you know, looking for my next victim. You know, this is the first time I've run through this, and I'm starting to see a second side to that chick. Yeah, so I stumbled across hers, and her little sexuality title changed from bisexual to lesbian. Yeah, she was already out of the closet. She was already out of the house. I pushed that girl out the neighborhood. Oh my God. No need for skeletons in the closet because my presence just makes them want to leave. It's okay though, because I've come to terms with it. You know, it reminds me of my friend Samuel Elvis Gregory. Yeah, we called him Seg for short. He was incredible at finding the most random shortcuts. From time to time, I still follow those shortcuts. Used to always call it a Segway. Thank you. Anyways, so what do y'all think about just plain old reality TV shows? Well, I don't like them. They suck. Like, they're just really stupid. I'm an engineering major that has some graphic design. I've graphic designed in my time. So I'm thinking I can fix it. I can make it so much better. So here's my idea, all right? So, you know Shark Tank, right? Really interesting concept. I love every part of it, except it's just not realistic. So I think the shark should bite people. Like, just think about it. You make the most amazing deal of your life. 5% for $5 million. I don't know how it works. Never actually seen it. And Mr. Wonderful, he walks up to you. You know, he just takes a little nibble. Yeah, and the X Factor. Yeah, I think that would honestly be better with the exact same thing. Like, I think Simon Cowell should just bite people. Which reminds me of my Simon Cowell playlist. It's just the Jaws theme song. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. Back to music. I really like talking about music. So, you know what the Spotify Daylist is? Yeah, so for those who don't, it's where Spotify has like a curated playlist to like fit your vibe, you know? It kind of like just points out what mood you should have. And they have some really weird titles to go along with it. Like I saw one that said shoehorn. Like, what kind of vibe is shoehorn? What do I gain from that? What type of genre should I expect? Well, a few weeks ago I checked my day list, and it said queer. Yeah, I guess that lines up with my OnlyFans. Yeah, that hurts a lot, but it's okay, because I just drowned my sorrows in All Too Well and Burberry Baby. Well, have a great night.
No, it's okay. Who hasn't questioned their sexuality after having sex with a man?
I've had sex with a man, and all I can say, 100% straight was not it. All right, back to the joke. Everyone's got their phones and notebooks. I just got my little guy. Way better than the creepy doll. Creeps me out.
That doll's my best friend.
I apologize. Freaks me out. All right. I'm winging it, so let's get right into it. My name's Clay, as you could see earlier. Fun fact about me, I'm a freshman this year. First year here, the only other one, Thomas. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm an improviser. I know, crazy, right? So cool, so glamorous, but it didn't always used to be this way. You know? I used to actually like have cool hobbies. Like back in high school, I did sports like a normal person. You know, how far I've fallen. It's not all bad though. The main thing is, you ever try dating and then being like saying you do improv now? You know, you gotta beat around the bush. Like I used to grow up. No. Imagine, he's like, oh, what's your hobbies? What do you do? What do you like to do? And it's like, yeah, I used to be a star athlete. I used to be captain of the team, you know. And then now it's like, hey, you want to come to my improv show Friday? But like I said, it's not bad. It's not bad. We have qualities, okay? You ever try role play? Like role play in the bedroom? Not what you're thinking. Not what you're thinking. It's not sexy role play. This isn't Batman and Catwoman, okay? This isn't like, oh babe, you're so beautiful. Oh. No, it's more like a small little Victorian child like, hello miss, you mind if I get a look at that pussy, I think that's adorable. You ever notice that? You notice how people think some accents are sexy? Like some people are like, oh, French people, or like British people, even though they're gross. You know what's not sexy? Impressions. Especially when you can only do so few of them, you know? So just
Imagine with me, quickly. It's night. You're here, found a nice girl, y'all went home together. It's getting late, dimming the lights even. Candles lit, everything's perfectly set. She's not looking, she's waiting, and all you hear is, "Yeah, dudes. It's me, Steve-O, and I got a chastity belt, she's got a strap on, and we're doing pegging. Welcome to Jazz, baby." No, accents are great. Shout out Josh, he did a great Irishman earlier. That's all I got. Y'all have been great.
How's it going? I'm Josh. I don't know if you guys came to the last show, but I did an ungodly amount of bestiality jokes about fucking dogs. I will not be doing any of those this time around, alright? It's my New Year's resolution, and I'm sticking to it. Also, Clemson reached out directly to me and said, please don't. So, yeah, I'm going to try really hard not to screw the pooch this time. Damn it. Resolutions just aren't my thing. They're not my thing. And I kind of have an excuse for it. It's because I don't think I can do the main one. Like, the main thing is everybody wants to work out, get super jacked, summer bod. I can't really do that. I don't have the body proportions for it. If I got super jacked, it would look like a Roblox character that was born 3 months premature. Not super sexy. Like a roided out version of Boss Baby. Who wants that? Who wants that? I mean, the best case scenario, I would look like Lord Farquaad if he was on a shit ton of creatine. Not great. Not great. Plus, there's no workout at the gym that I can do to grow the only thing I actually care about growing. My brain. It's my brain. You guys, come on, come on. I've had some pretty bad jobs in the past. My worst job, I was working at this retirement home. And for the most part, it was fun because they found out I did a little stand-up, and so I did a set for them at the end of it. And you wouldn't think my material would land with that crowd, but believe it or not, I killed. Four people. I thought they died of laughter. Nope, just heart failure. Yeah, the last anal joke I told was a little too graphic. Yeah, full-blown cardiac arrest. But I avoided arrest because this was back in 2020. So they saw 4 old people die and they went, COVID. Yeah, COVID. But I'll be honest, the whole thing kind of ticked me off because, like, these old people are freaks. I don't know if you guys have been in a retirement home lately, but you can't make it down a hallway without seeing a couple 69 or 69. It's impossible. It's like a saggy strip club in there. It's crazy. And you know what? Good on them. Good for them. Because at that age, there's no more pregnancy scares. And the only pullout you got to worry about is the dentures. That's it. And, I mean, let's be honest, the women in there haven't been fertile since the Hindenburg explosion. So, and even if they were, those old guys don't have anything left in the tank. I mean, at this point, when they jizz, it's just dust. Just prematurely spreading their own ashes at that point. Yep. And I want to take a step back, because I am not knocking on old people's sex either. In fact, that's kind of my dream. I want to land a sugar mommy so bad. Preferably, though, one with cataracts, so she's a little blind. Because I've been told, with very minimal lighting and a British accent, I can pull off Tom Holland. So if she can't see, might as well call me Spider-Man, because I will be slinging my webs all night long. Anything to get in that will, anything at all. I'll do it. I know I'm kind of saying this in like a joking manner and all that, but I really do love hooking up with older women. It's so much easier for me, I don't know why. I mean, truthfully, the only tough part about hooking up with these older women is just digging them up. I mean, they're 6 feet under, what's another 6 inches? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm a very literal guy, and when I heard the saying, nail in the coffin, I was like, sounds like a blast. plus the cherry on top is there are still no pregnancy scares. So, and it's not for the reason you think. It's because I too jizz dust. Full-blown Benjamin Button disease down there. Body of a 21-year-old, dick of an 81-year-old. You guys like impressions? You guys like impressions? Awesome. All right, this is an impression of John Wilkes Booth if he was alive today. Here we go. Damn it! They banned my Ticketmaster account too. Rutherford. See that was a seamless transition from necrophilia jokes to a lighthearted historical impression. That is a prime nice guy move, one of the best. And I very much consider myself a nice guy, I do. Although there's a saying out there I don't love and I don't totally get. They say nice guys finish last. That is completely inaccurate. I'm here to tell you, I finish very quickly. Very quickly. Premature, some may say. In fact, I'll get more specific. It's 30 seconds exactly. And then a big cloud of dust. Okay. If it's cool with you guys, I do want to get something off my chest, if that's all right. I recently had an STD. A little acronym, I don't know if you get super terrible day. I got diagnosed with chlamydia, so. Yeah, that sucked. Isn't that the worst when acronyms mean two things? I hate that. I hate that so much. It happened to me recently. I was with a girl. She said I had BDE. What? Big dick energy for you guys that don't know. I was like, I finally found a young one with cataracts. This is great. We're seeing the same thing, right? But then she explained it to me. She said it was big dork energy, which hurt a lot. But I should have seen it coming because I did refer to my dick the whole night as a lightsaber. And I made the corresponding sound effects as well. Yeah. For all my fellas out there, little tip. Don't do that. Don't do it. They are not into it at all. And you'll just kind of end up having lightsaber dysfunction for the rest of it. Yeah, safe to say we did not explode her Death Star. Not even close. That's why I gave up with the young women. You know, the older girls are so much easier because the only acronym I have to worry about is R.I.P. That's my time.
The other day. Farted in the farted in the
That's my favorite song right now. Everyone loves it, as you can see. Anyone ever been in a car accident? Oh my god. That guy's like, that's not funny. I got in a car accident. You think that would make me a better driver, right? But of course, like, that depends who you ask. I mean, if you ask me, I'm going to say, oh yeah, I'm more calculated. I take less risks. But if you ask the Clemson police officer, he's going to tell you that I reached my maximum limit on parking tickets and I just blew that stop sign. Fucking pigs, am I right? I got pulled over on Valentine's Day, kind of like a kick me while I'm down moment, I guess. But, so I get pulled over, I turn down Nickelback, and I start getting all my documents together really quickly, just so it's easier for him, you know? Yeah, and then this police officer, who's the human embodiment of a smiling emoji, just strolls up to my car and he's like, "Hi there! You didn't stop at that stop sign!" He's speaking in all caps somehow. Now I'm smiling because this man's energy is absolutely infectious, and I go, "I'm sorry." He comes back lickety split, and he's like, "Here's your $100 ticket and 2 points on your license. You can dispute it in small claims court." So he served my ass, "What's such a jovial attitude," which was ridiculous, and I say, "Thank you," and go about my day. So I'm just left sitting with a ticket in my lap, smiling like a dumbass. But that's my fault. I thought I could get out of it with my charm and quick wit. Because I think I'm a hoot and a holler, but everyone needs to be humbled once in a while, you know? Let's talk about some of those times for me. I once had a guy tell me I had an interesting face. I go, "Thank you." He goes, And I've talked a lot about this before, but there's just so much material where people say weird shit to me, so I'm going to keep doing that.
I went out with my brother in New York, and if you've never heard of that place, it's a northern state, known for a lot of things, two powerhouses specifically being the Impractical Jokers and 9/11. Now those two things don't have anything to do with each other. Or do they? Just saying, where was Sal Vulcano? Not Staten Island, that's for sure. Anyway, I was out with my brother at a bar, and he went to the bathroom, basically leaving me vulnerable to the wolves of New York City. And some guy came up to me and says, "You seem like the kind of girl that always has a fart in the tank." I was like, "Yo, I just have an interesting face." I was less offended and more impressed because he's right, but different time. My absolutely least favorite thing that I've ever gotten, and I get it a lot, was my ex-boyfriend's mom. She's like, "You're so off the beaten path." I say, "Thank you." She goes, Another time I was out here in Clemson, and someone said, "I have the personality of a 13-year-old boy," and he was really into that. And I was like, "You're gonna get put on a list, my God." But that's the beauty about the list, though, okay? Let me explain this. You can't get on it twice. So I really have to explain this, but if you don't get it, then you're an idiot, because basically if you get on the list for life, like, where's the incentive to stop? Like, you're already on it. If you haven't noticed, I have to be the weirdest person in the room. What? Me? No way! If I am not, I have to find that person, not to talk to them, to kill them. Right now, my weapon of choice is hammer, but if that fails, I always have that fart in the tank. So, that's all I have.
God, that song goes so hard. Oh, thanks, Blake. Yeah, so my clock has reset recently. And by clock, I mean the clock that we all have that counts up from last time we all shit our pants. So, my clock has reset recently. And that's the thing, it happens to all of us. It will happen to you too. It's just a matter of where, when, and how. And it does, it happens to all of us. And I'm just trying to get ahead on it, because if I get ahead on it, if everybody knows that I shit my pants, then nobody knows that I shit my pants, right? It just makes sense. And the thing is, I used to do something like this when I was younger. I would like play with my friends, and I would get like hurt, and my knee would be scraped or blood or whatever. And my friends and I'd be like crying and like screaming in agony, tears just streaming out of my face, because I'm a child. It was a child thing to do. And my friends would come over and they'd be like, oh my God, like, are you okay? Is everything okay? And amidst my just tears, I would just look up at them and start smiling and laughing and be like, fucking got you! Oh my God! Pranked! Oh my God! And they'd be like, no, like, you're actually like bleeding. Like, this isn't a joke. I'd be like, you should have seen the fucking look on your guys' face! Oh my God! And then I'd like limp home or something. So I shit my pants recently. I had to throw out the underwear and the shorts. Tell me you never had a fart go awry. I know this one has. No, truly. But that's the thing. I mean, you know, when I was sitting there, you know, questioning whether I'd actually just shat my pants or not, you know what I realized? That I should just give up. And you know, it's a very common thought if you had just shat your pants. You would, one day, you're gonna have it too. But, you know, I have actually enjoyed the luxury of just giving up. Truly, like, what was the name of that one actor? Oh my God, he looks so, I give up. It's actually so easy. And you know what? I actually saved so much time and energy because of it. Truly, like, now I'm just going on a rant about how you should just give up. It's so nice. There are, however, two things that I should never, and I will never, give up on. One, making the best sandwich. It is out there. That sandwich is out there and I'm gonna fucking eat it. Two, road rage. I have an intense amount of road rage. And you know, I think it's because when you're on the road, we're all on the same level, right? Like, I'm 5'2", and I drive a cherry red Kia sedan, but I'll blow past like a Dodge Charger like I run the fucking road or something like that. And you know what? I mostly feel bad for my friends, if anything, because I never mind driving, truly. I will always offer to drive, like, it's really not a big deal. But the minute I get behind that wheel, I turn into some fucking 40-year-old redneck man truck driver, and it's like if I have to press down on the gas pedal just a little bit harder, right? I'll start gripping my steering wheel and just start hitting my dashboard. Go, come on, baby! It's just me and you. It's just the two of us. Like I drive some like 30-year-old truck on its last leg, when in reality, it's literally just my 2015 Kia in eco mode, going up a slight incline. I'm also one of those people, or when I'm driving, like if I'm driving like passing a slow driver and it's 90% of the time a woman, I'm one of those people that like looks over, right? And I'll go, fucking women drivers. Who is she? Who is that? And truly, like, I wish I could apologize to my friends more, but simply, like, we'll be talking. You know, when you're in a car ride and you're kind of having like a deep conversation, it happens. And don't act like it hasn't happened. We're having a deep conversation, right? And they'll be like, oh, I've been so depressed lately. Like, things really suck. It's just so awful. I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Will this guy get off my fucking ass? Will you stop riding my fucking dick, bro? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I'm so, Tuesdays. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, so sorry. And you know, the thing is, I just know it's my dad. I just know it's my dad. And we all have that dad. And he's got that road rage. And anybody who's got road rage like me, we all have that dad who, you know, he never went to therapy growing up. And so now he channels all that primal rage into the road and fucking off other drivers. So now I have this generational road rage. I don't even know what to do with it. Like, what the fuck? But no, I do. I love my dad. But like, when you're sitting next to someone who's having road rage, right? Like, what the fuck do you say after they just like yell at some driver who cannot hear them? What the fuck do you say? Like, I remember as like a 10-year-old and I would be in the passenger seat and my dad would be driving and he'd be like, get off the fucking road! And he'd turn to me and be like, some people don't know how to fucking drive! And as like a 10-year-old, I'm like just shaking my head as if I know anything about driving, right? And then he'd like floor it and I'd pee my pants. But no, that's the thing. While I might give up easily, and while my bodily functions may give up on me, I'm so glad you all stuck around. So thanks for listening.